Hi guys, welcome to Naresh IT and this is Sudhakar, and today in this session we will discuss about one more join mechanism in non-ANSI format. Okay, so in the last session we discussed what non-ANSI like equi-join and non-equi-join, we discussed about the two joins in non-ANSI format. So now here one more join was there, the join we called as a self join. Okay, so let us see now the self join. Okay, we will discuss the self join, how to use and where I can use the self join. Okay, now we will check out. So in the last session we will discuss equi join, okay, and non equi joins, and I was given some points about equi and non equi joins. Okay, now the third one we have here one more join that was called as a self join. Okay, but self join generally where and how to use means now we can check. As of now, whatever the joins we discuss in ANSI or else non-ANSI as of now in this video sessions, okay, every join is going to working or will go to join the tables data or retrieving the data from the tables based on the condition, and also the tables are working on more than one table. So like if your ANSI format joins, for example inner join we use two tables, outer joins mechanisms even though we used two tables, cross join two tables. So natural join, okay, we are also using two tables, okay, to avoid duplicate. And same to same in the last video session also equi and non-equi. These two joins also working on more than one table. That means two tables are required. But that means all these joins are working on two or more than two tables. But there is only one join, it will be work on single table. That join is nothing but what now? Self join. So self join when I was user, okay, I don't need the multiple tables, I just need only one table, and one table operations I can do it by using self join. But actually self join definition technically how we can define the self join, if I want to implement that what kind of the conditions things I want to require to perform your self mechanism, okay, that we will check out. So first of all I want to tell you here self join is nothing but simply the people was called, or we can define the simply joining a table or a table data, joining a table data by itself. Joining a table data by itself, it is called as a self join, the simple point, remember. So joining a table by itself, it is called as self join mechanism we called. That means self join mechanism means, okay, I want to take only one table, but one table data by itself it will be joining. That kind of mechanism I can do it by using what now? Self join keyword. Okay, so now this self join, okay, when I am going to perform my self join, remember self join can be used or can be implemented with it can be used with alias name, with the alias name of the tables. So that means when I use my self join mechanism, I must and should be use or I must and should be create alias names. So without alias names I can't implement this self join, you just remember. So if I want to use self join, I must and should create a alias name on your required table. That means on which table data do you perform your self mechanism operations, that table, on that table you should be create alias names. Okay, so alias names are mandatory when I was use my self mechanism on the table. Okay, and next one what is I said here, this self mechanism can be implemented, okay, can be implemented on a single table, on a single table only. I can implement this is only single table, that I already said to you. It will be working on one table, I can use it when I want to perform self mechanism. So that's why I am saying that it can be implemented on a single table only. But here when I was implemented a single table, okay, then I must and should be create a alias name. That's why I was given this point, alias name should be taken. Okay, so this is simply what I am saying here, self definition. But here self join if I want to do or perform, okay, so on a table, okay, it is not required multiple tables here, okay, one table is enough to perform your self mechanism. Okay, but this self mechanism when I want to use means simple, I can say whenever you want to compare a column value within the table, then you can use a self. Okay. So, self means what now? When we compare a column value or a column values within the same table, then I can use what now? Self mechanism. When I use self mechanism means where and what situation, if anybody asks you, then simply can say when we comparing a column values within the same table, okay, then you can use your self mechanism concept. Okay. So, now these are some points about your self join, what exactly the definition and the points I just give it. Okay. But here one point should be remembered. So, what I said here, my second point what I said, it can use with alias name of the table. So, that means I should be create alias name. But one point should be remember, when you created alias name means the alias names I can create any number of alias names. Okay. So, any number of alias names I can create on a single table. So, that means it is not like that, okay, I can create only one alias on one table. Okay, that kind of restrictions are not there. That is your wish. You can create any number of aliases on a single table. Okay. So, it will be accepted and it will be created. Yes or no? But here once you apply alias name, internally what it is happen means simple. Whenever you want to create alias on a table, then database server will internally maintain one temporary table or one copy table will be maintained, on which table are you created your alias name. Through that alias name it will be created or it will be maintained temporarily in your buffer. So, that is why, for example, I was created two aliases on same table means the same table data two times it will be maintained in your temporary memory as a temporary table. Okay. So, that was happen internally, the database will take the responsibility to maintain one temporary copy or copy table or duplicate table data will be maintained in our buffer. Okay. That is alias advantage. So, now these are the points we will discuss, and now I will show you one sample example, that self join, how we can use it. Okay. Now, let us see. Now I just come out, open your SQL Server Management Studio. Okay. And later after open, you just go to connect your server. So, after connected, then I will take one new query, the query editor I required here to write my queries, and later I will select our required database. So, our database name is what now? My class. Okay. After that, in this database we have one table, for example, the table I just call it now select star from EMP details table was there. So, first I will show you the table information, what exactly it was there. Okay. Now, we can see that this is my table information. Okay. The total 6 employees information I was taken here, and these are employee ID numbers, employee names and salaries. This is manager ID number. Okay. Now, here one point should be come out here when come to salaries. Okay. Now, based on the salary column, that means this is only one column and this is only one table. Okay. So, now based on this salary column, I want to find out like this. Okay. So, which employees or which employee getting same salaries in this table. Okay. Can you see this? Which employees are getting same salaries means here two people are there. One is Smith and Adams. So, these two people are getting same salaries. Yes or no? Yes. So, now what I want to do now? So, which employee was getting same salaries? Those people information I want to display. But this mechanism I can do it by using what now? Self join. Okay. So, because some people they thought like that, yeah, why we can't do it like, or why we can't do it this. Okay. Simply they are writing like this. Okay. What they are writing here, for example, they are thinking like that, select a star from where, okay, employee details where salary is equals to 8,000 rupees if I given. When I was given here, then what is happened? Two people was came. But here my question is what it is here, if you know the salary how much was there, 8,000 or 10,000 or 15,000, if you know that, then you can do it, no problem. But here my question is, I don't know the employees getting what kind of information, what kind of salaries are there, I don't know. But even though without knowing the information about salaries, now what I am saying is simply my question, write a query to display employee details who are getting the same salary. The employee Smith also getting. My question understand now? Write a query to display employee details, who are getting the salary same as the employee Smith also getting. Okay, so that means in this query example, in this query, what do you understand here? I know only Smith, the word I listen. That means one of the employee name is Smith, that I know. But the Smith employee salary also I don't know. So what I am saying here, what I am asking here, write a query to display employee details, getting the salary same as the employee Smith is also getting. So that means what I want to do, first of all, Smith is getting how much salary and what kind of the information, the salary information first I want to know. So as per this information, what I know only employee name. So employee name is, for example, if I write like this, e name is equals to Smith, I am writing now. But when you write like this to execute this query, what has happened? The Smith information only displayed. But the Smith information only displayed, but not other person who are getting the same salary which the Smith also getting. So that's why what it has happened here. I don't want to write like this here. Okay, so first of all, what I want to do now, so I want to display, because in my table there are 6 employees are there. Yes or no? 6 employees are there. But as per this information, we know the output what it is here, Smith and Adams, because these 2 employees are getting same salaries. So my output is Smith and Adams, that I know. But the output how I can take by using self mechanism means, now you can see now. For example, are you writing like okay, select star from EMP details. But your join concept, what I said here, whenever you want to use your join concept, okay, you must and should be go to take a join condition. But if I want to take a join condition, for example, select a star from EMP details, where, okay, how I can take here means, for example, the join condition, what it is here, if I take salary is equals to, what I am taking again, salary. If I am using what now, salary is equals to salary. So but here select a star from EMP details, okay, one table I was taken here, and my comparison of column also, single column I compared. So single column values I compared within the same table. Yes or no? So that's why I am taking what now, salary is equals to salary. If I was taken like this, then execute this query, what it is happen now? Again same output. Again your same output, you can see the same output will be displayed. There is no change. But my query is what? Okay, I want to display employee details, the salaries who are getting same as the employee Smith also getting. But what it is happen here? I am not getting any output, the same output will be getting. So that means what I want to do here, when I was take my join condition, I need some, or I need 2 tables. If I want to take a 2 tables, if I taken in my join condition, then only possible. But if I take salary is equals to salary, nothing was happen, the same output will be displayed. So but how I can compare a column by itself? It means that then I required my alias names. So now what I am doing here, now I am creating alias name. Can I create like this or not? E1 is alias name, on which table I created? EMP details table. So comma, next EMP details only, because the same table I am taking now, I am not taking another table. So I am taking what now, EMP details, and one more alias I was created. That alias is what now, E2. So E1 comma E2, the E1 and E2, these are the 2 aliases I created on same table. So when I created on same table, what has happened? I said whenever you want to create your aliases on the table data will be maintained, the temporarily it will be maintained in buffer. Okay, so now tell me, now how many tables now? The 2. That means one table data the server will maintain 2 times. So EMP details, one EMP details alias name is E1, on this name some data will be maintained, and E2 aliases on this name some data will be maintained. But these 2 alias name tables data will maintain by server in buffer. So once it will be maintained in buffer, what it has happened? Now the condition is possible to write. How I can write now my condition? So I am writing now E1, where E1 dot salary is equals to, can I write now E2 dot salary? Yes. So now what is happened here? So E1 dot is equals to E2 dot salary. So now join conditionally is happened. Now once I will execute it now, again the problem is what now? Again all are matching. That means which salaries are matching in E1, E2, the matching salaries, everything will be joined. But here again what I am asking here, I don't want it all. I want it the employee details whose salaries are same as the employee of Smith. So that's what I want to do. Here I want to apply additional condition. What is my additional condition? AND operator, because I want to add a additional condition. So and the what I want to say E2 dot, okay, who is the employee name here? For example, E name is equals to, I will take what's that? Okay, Smith. So once I will execute this and to see, then I will get. So can you see this output? Okay, what do you understand here? A table. This is my table. A table by itself it was joined. Joining a table data by itself is called as a self join. So now the same table but 2 times it will be displayed. That means the same table data it will be joined as a one table and showing. So now what I am saying here, in this 2 table, now one table name alias name is what I given here E1 and one table alias name is given what now E2. So that means the only one table but I was created 2 aliases, that's why the data will be maintained 2 times. So these 2 tables was created, then these 2 tables I was joined based on our condition. Okay, what is our condition? E1 dot salary is equals to E2 dot salary, and condition what I given here, additional condition Smith, because I know Smith employee. So this employee salary if I know, then which employee was getting same salary along with your Smith, that information was displayed. Now you got it, your output now. But now again, why should I want to take this kind of information, or why should I want to repeat my data again and again in my output? So to overcome this problem, what I am doing here, simply in place of star I want to take E1 dot EID comma E1 dot ENAME comma E1 dot salary. Okay, I was taken like this. So when I was taken like this, what has happened here? So that means it will be displaying only one table person information only. That means E1, that means EID, ENAME, salary, I am calling from which alias table? E1 alias table. So one alias table information was displayed. Okay, so after displaying what it is here, this complete the query I am going to execute now. This time what it is happened, you can see now. If I executed this one, then you can see you will get the output what you wanted. So now we can see the which employee getting same salary as the employee Smith is also getting. Okay, so that means the 2 people are there, Smith and Adam. So Smith salary 8,000 and Adam's salary also 8,000 rupees. So this is what I am saying here, self mechanism. So that means this operation, this query I was performed on only one table data. Okay, and what I did here in my condition, this is called a join condition. Okay, this is called what now? Join condition we can say. This is my join condition. Okay, and this is whatever I was added here, this is called a additional condition. Okay, this is join condition and that was additional condition. So but in this join condition, can you see my columns whatever I was taken, salary column and salary column was taken. That means I was taken only one column and same column was taken. So same column and one column was taken here. Yes or no? That means the same column values I am comparing with the same column. Yes or no? So this is what it is here, self mechanism. A column values are you comparing with the within the same table. Okay, then it is called a self mechanism. I can use it. Okay, but now you people have a doubt. So here I was taking here E1, 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 the aliases I called. But here I was taken here E2, because why I was taken E2 means, for example, E1 if I take, what is happened you can see. So that means what it is happened here, the Smith is repeated 2 times. Okay, so the Smith is retrieving from first table, because are you retrieving the Smith ID? Okay, the employee ID, employee name, salary, are you retrieving from which table? E1 table only. Again are you calling your Smith details from which table again? Again E1 table. So that means complete information are you calling from only one alias table, that is called a E1. So that's what has happened. Smith is Smith, it will be repeated again and again. Yes sir. So that's what I am doing here. For example, if I want to take E2 and now I will take E2. So now what has happened, E1 is taking the condition of Smith and E2 it was taking from all details of E2 table. So E2 dot EID, E2 dot ENAME, E2 dot salary. Okay, so these values are you taking from E2 table, and the conditional value whatever was given E1 dot ENAME I was taken Smith. So that means Smith information are you taking from E1 and total information as per the joint condition are you taking E2. So now it will be executed. Now what has happened you can see, then again I will get my output. Okay, so that means any one, so here E1 if you take in your conditional columns, okay, then you can call E2. If you take E2, then you can call E1 in conditional. So, but don't give the same alias names at your columns at your condition. It's not happen, the same data will be repeated. So, that's why I was taken here when I was called my columns, I was taken E2 columns, and here I was taken my condition in E1. So, that reason then I will get my the two people otherwise whose salaries are same, those people information was displayed. This is what I am saying here, self mechanism to perform your operation on single table data. But can you see in this query if how I can perform means by using alias names. So, E1, E2. So, these are what it is now, alias names. So, with the help of alias names only possible. Now, check if the alias names are not there, can you do it? No, it is not possible. Okay. So, E1, E2 is alias, these are the must and should be need to required for you perform your self mechanism. Okay. So, this is the joints, okay, ANSI and non-ANSI, and each joint we will discuss with one example. Okay. So, I hope that this joints concept you will be understand. Okay. So, thank you guys, thank you so much, and watch more videos from Naresh IT.